infinite gratitude, Solomon, for tuning into another video of Love's Frequency. Back in the Rolling Monastery, Seattle is the area of vibration in today's breath. A rainy Seattle day, and it being the oncoming of winter months. It's perfectly natural, isn't it? Today's poem is entitled Learning to Fly. Relearning, as it were. Nonetheless, learning to fly. As we ride on the winds of change, we spread our wings and embrace the strange, leaping in and out of the mind. Infinite possibilities there do we find. Trust and faith in a higher cause are what drives us through the tedious pause of an existence from the ego's view. Clarity do we gain from the heart's breakthrough. Staying in the flow, though not always easy, is precisely why we must, lest the illusion keep increasing. Missing not a moment among this very exciting time, as creation is ascending and folding back unto divine. So paying attention, then, is what we can do, as there we reap the reward of all we go through, completing in our life the cycle back to source, passing along the love and wisdom without force. Balance within the flow of all among the chi is part of this path of magnificent frequencies. This is forevermore our potential destiny to anchor the love of all as lights of infinity. Learning to Fly by Love's Frequency. You know, I've said in a previous video or two that it's fascinating for me myself today, the I am now, in current breath, to go back and read these, for myself, recite them to you clearly, obviously, but to read them and sort of reinsert them in my own reflections, because a large span of time has passed between the writing of those and today, the recording of this video, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautifully remarkable how there's never a wasted second. There's never a moment that isn't meant in perfect, beautiful design. In other words, I guess what I'm attempting to convey is that it's fascinating to me how these things poured through. And at the time I felt I understood them. I wrote them. They wrote me. I've said that before too. And that's becoming more and more clear. It was my own inner source connection pouring through, as I wasn't really finding it in ways that suited me in books or teachers or gurus or anything of that nature. And of course, along your path, that's eventually what you come to find anyway. The only true divine truth is your own. This is your experience. This is your universal experiential reality that you're going through. Sure, we are collectively endeavoring in this experience together, but ultimately your view, your perception, your perspectives are your own. And so it's fascinating how that which I was seeking poured through in the meditative silent moments where the poetry came out, and then and then what came out, it was cool. I guess there's not really too many other ways to put it. Um, Learning to fly, though, what it means today is the remembrance, the remembrance of all that we truly are, and integrating that into our human form. Recollecting all that we know before we entered the state of amnesia, so that we could more richly experience that which we are currently still, even, and will eternally be experiencing, as long as we are amidst this human form. And that's even a silly way to say it, because we're always going to be experiencing it, just from different forms, ways, shapes, means. Anyway, learning to fly. Tedious can this be? Yes. Yes, most definitely. But we challenge ourselves most richly that way. After all, when you remember that source and you recall it, and you're omniscient and you're omnipotent and you're everything, everywhere, all at once, and you know it all, what's to expand upon? So many people get caught up in the, I included, I'm not excluded from this statement, get caught up in the drama's unfoldment. I've used the analogy, we are collectively a tree, and yet each of our individual lives are the leaves of that tree, and we dance around on our leaf and wrap ourselves up in what's going on in our leaf, forgetting all along that we're part of a twig, which is part of a branch, which is part of a magnificent trunk, which has got our roots, on and on the metaphor can go. But there again, it's the beauty of as I said, the fullness that is your experiential reality, your universe, your version of truth. So tedious, sure, but just keep going. Allow the heart's breakthrough to shine through, as that is where the personality of the mind's belief systems begin to take back seat, because heart and soul completely and totally know the way. So relearn to fly, as it's all divinity. You are divine. You are love. And you should be about ready to shine, right? Okay. Poet done. There's the sign. Poet done. Honk. And so as the truck passes by, I pass on my infinite love to you all. Thank you once more for stopping by, tuning in to love's frequency, and embrace your journey. Be love. And shine that radiant light that is yours. Until next time, loves. Take care. Bye.